Just arrived via a courier, so I just thought I'd give you a quick video overview. It's the Desire 530, which I will amusingly call the Desire 5:30. Now, you can see there, and I just had the hardware specs on, so you can see the exact. This, by the way, you can see it's a bit of a. It's still got the dev tools on there. It's got Android Marshmallow on, but we've still got a lot of development bits and bobs on here. So let's go into the hardware info. It's got a HD screen, albeit a 720p HD screen. It's got a 1.5 gig of RAM. There you can see the memory. It's 1.5 gig. The back camera is 8 megapixel, front camera is 5 megapixel, and we also have a quad-core 1.1 gigahertz CPU powering this. It's a 5-inch screen, and as I mentioned there, you've got Android version 6, which is Marshmallow, on powering the whole thing. So up front, you can see here we've got the front 5 megapixel selfie camera, which is not focusing very well at the moment, but there you go, it's on the left next to those drilled holes. This particular unit isn't as funky to look at as the one we saw at Mobile World Congress, which had a sort of a splashed paint effect on there. You do have 16 gigabytes of onboard storage, and you've got a micro SD card slot on the side for more. We've got the HTC Sense version 7 on here, running alongside that Android 6. Got Bluetooth 4.1, Wi-Fi, NFC, and around about that 8 megapixel camera is an f2.4 aperture, along with the 5 megapixel at the front. Both of those do HDR, by the way. Here's those front-mounted speakers on the front. You can see here. I've noticed here in the settings, if I go into the settings and then down to, there we go, I've got HTC Boom Sound, but it's only available for wired playback, so you're not going to get the boom sound out the front of these speakers by the looks of it. On the back, there's the camera here. We'll just show you that with the flash, and we've got the secondary microphone for noise cancellation up there as well. So I mentioned this is a fairly normal looking colour. It's not got that paint splash effect on there. So what we do have the funky red power button that we saw in Barcelona when we had a look at the devices on show there. We've got the volume up and down as you would expect, and we've also got 3.5mm audio port on the top. On the right is the flap where all the magic happens, say no more, and here is where the micro SD card slot and the SIM card goes in. I'll show you that in a different video when, actually I'll show you that, let me just open that up, show you that in this video. There we go, so this is the SIM card tray, micro SD card tray that slots in on the side, and it all sits behind this flap here. Down the bottom is standard micro USB charging port. We also have what looks like another speaker. It could be a lanyard loop, I guess. The return of the lanyard loop, maybe. It's a very curvy design, as you can see here. It's very nice. The camera sticks out a little tiny bit, a little bit pronounced, and sits right in the top corner there. Almost, in fact, it does overlap the rounded edge slightly. And it's a very nice looking phone. It's very easy to hold. It's kind of screaming mid-range, if I'm honest. You can see here I've got a log status on here. This is not the completed OS build, so I've still got some bits and bobs on here for tracking and testing the phone. So we've got the usual stuff on board. We've got, if we swipe to the left, we've got the blink feed, which you can add your own news feeds and social media updates on here. We've got the app tray, which I know a few companies have started getting rid of, but that's still there. You've got productivity stuff on there, and you've also got the tools which will help you check the weather and calculator. You got all the Google stuff on there as usual. YouTube Drive, play music, slides, the voice search, etc, etc. It's pretty quick, but then again it would be because I've only literally just taken it out of the box and it is pretty much brand new. But that's a quick look at the HTC Desire 530, just in a quick 5-minute video overview.